Okay, good morning. Good morning, crap, dude. Zero, zero. All right, that's done there, and then hey. All right, stream is set. Sorry about the delay. Obviously, another tech issue. And let's go with this. All right. That goes there, that goes there. That goes there, and we are off. All right. There we go. Okay, that's working, that's working. And then finally, we'll get signed into the chat, and I will start taking requests. Wow, what a pain in the butt that was. All right, if you've joined me, welcome. I'm Darkwall Algo. This is an impromptu Sunday stream. We're going to be looking for some options that are going to make a greater than expected move this week as far as plays go. I went through the scanner, got about 12 plays, did a video on them, started doing the write-up on them, didn't realize I really didn't like them that much, so I wanted to go through them one more time, and we will see how things go. All right, so okay. Hello, chat. We can watch this and make sure I got everything going on. All right, cool. So from the watch list this week, we had about 29 bullish stocks, but looking at the overall market for one, and then looking at those stocks for two, I realized that it wasn't as bullish as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to review a couple more, and nope, wrong one. Oh, I'm going to take some requests. I have got the biggest crick in my neck. I tried to get rid of it earlier, and it's still there. So I have to look this way the rest of the week. Alrighty. Morning. Okay. So last week, let's look at our picks from last week, and we'll do a real quick recap. We went 5 for 5 all last week, so pretty excited about that. Looking at futures going into the open, bull flag forming on ES, NQ, YM, and the Russell's chopping, right? The Dow is up, NQ is up, and ES was up going into the close. Okay, those have not opened yet. They'll be opening in about an hour. Right about the time we're getting done with this stream, those will be opening, so we'll get a good look and see what's going on with the futures. Getting prepared for next week. The stocks that I had on, what did I do? All right, so I was looking at, let's do this. I'm going to put out a tweet that I'm live now for a weekend watch list. You guys already know. You guys see me streaming. All right, if you want to join me, let's go. Make sure I'm only streaming to one channel. All right, I need some water. All right, I decided to go ginger ale instead. Okay. Let's do this, shall we? So, picks from last week. We had... One second. Finding the right chart. These are our picks from last week. So we had MasterCard, Dash, FSLY, Caesars, and NTES. Now, we went 5 for 5 on those, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through them, just to show you basically what they did and all right, that is what I need for there. Sweet. Okay, so and then one last thing is this guy here. That goes there. All right, looking at MasterCard last week. Obviously, MasterCard was a ripper, like undoubtedly, like just ripped your face off. And so MasterCard opened at 323.74. Closed on Friday at 350, $25 move. Obviously, if you got any part of that, right, it's a gorgeous move. As far as percentage goes, I always grab the wrong dang tool. As far as percentage goes, easily $25 move, right? $25 move, 7%. Definitely winner there. Doordash. Another one on the list. Coming in on the 6th. This one's a little bit trickier to play. Right? A little bit trickier. Held the 15-minute Ichimoku cloud. Right? Nice strong uptrend. If we would have played this one off the retrace up to the high. That's it up to the high. Come on. $13.36 or 8.5% over 2 days. Winner number 2, FSLY. It's on the list from last week, right? Banger, another banger, banger, right? FSLY, another $8.85 or 25% gain. That's 3 for 3. Let's see if we can get 4 for 4. Caesars. Caesars open the day at Caesars opened at 86.84. Real quick pop over 2 days up to $10 gain, 11.62%. Another winner. And then finally NTES, which was the only one that had a really quick gain. But that's why I think we're carrying it over for this week. I think the setup is still probably pretty bullish, right? The setup is still probably a little bullish. $8.8 or 8.5%. 5 for 5. Calling bangers all week, making money. Let's go. Okay. All right. So, leave a comment in the comment section below if you are here. I just want to make sure that I'm not counting myself as viewers, because that's going to suck. Okay. Also, if you have requests, get them to me now so that we can get them taken care of. The stocks that we wanted to look at for this week include Amazon, BNTX, NTES, Uber, and Zoom. Okay. I'm going to stick with NTS right now. I think we might get an additional bullish move off of it. Let me just kind of show you the breakdown on NTES on the daily. NetEase moves about $6 a day currently. Rally last week, pull back. What I'm looking to have happen is this 50-200 cross on the daily, coming off a slingshot squeeze with the ready aim fire with the ready aim fire getting ready to release. Right, this red dot is 200-day SMA. Right, rally up, pull back. Currently trading at -1 ATR, but right at that crossover support. If the 50 crosses at 200, it's called a no, it's not a death cross. It's called it's one of the crosses, right? Essentially, it's a very bullish position, right? That means that we're starting to trend back upwards again. If you wanted to do a safer, longer term play for NTES, I would not recommend anything, but I would look really strongly at the let's see, 105, 110s, those 110s for this week, possibly. If you want to go out a couple weeks, you can look at 125s. My favorite would be the 126.50. So if you could get those 125s for $1.50, right? That's a pretty decent move going into morning. Yes, let's do this. Thanks guys for showing up. Appreciate it. Leonard, you want to join the newsletter? The newsletter is here. Don't want to yell at y'all. Newsletter. And all right, so just to be clear, the Discord that we have is a carryover from EchoFin. It is not affiliated with FlowTrade. Okay, it's not a FlowTrade Discord. It's something that I started for my personal use, and there's a bunch of members from EchoFin that I shut EchoFin down, so they wanted a place where they can continue to stay and trade, and they've made a nice little. They formed a pretty decent little group there. So just to make sure you're clear going into it, it's not going to be a FlowTrade based Discord. Okay. I'm one of their pro traders, so I spend a lot of time in the FlowTrade room. I may pop in and out occasionally. Well, I'll definitely still provide a service, right? Morning updates, picks, watch lists, reviews, chart help. But the other traders that are in there are extremely good at what they do as well. So let's see, you want the invite. Let's see. Whoa. Hold on. Try this again. All right, there's the Discord. All right, so NTES, let's check out NTX on the algorithm. So we had a lot of bullish divergences this week using the algorithm. This is the smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm provided by FlowTrade. It tracks large institutional purchases called the Flow Index. It's a Flow Index algorithm they built to track smart money. If you're new to the stream, real quick rundown. White bars are price action. Purple is the regular algorithm line. If I draw blue lines across the screen, those are dark pool block trades. Red lines are red block trades, and white lines are a good time for everybody, especially my boy Laz. Where is he at? Let's call him, shall we? Let's call Laz and be like, yo, bro, you're missing the stream. I'm going to call him out. I'm going to totally call him out. Totally. Hey, bro, I'm doing a live stream right now. I don't know where you're at, but I'm talking smack on you. Maybe you should join us. Okay, that's last. And then I'll use yellow to show direction, support, resistance, targets, you know, all the fun stuff with that. So this is NTS from this week, okay? The algorithm is definitely steady buying, right? Smart money is moving into net ease while price action is pulling back, right? Price action is doing one of these, forming a little bit of a wedge right there. We've got dark pull support at 102.84, target at dark pull target at 104.08, 105.77, and 107.34. Stair step our way back up. We've got immediate regular block trade overhead resistance at 103. Right, we've got block trade resistance at 103, which is right there. We got a regular block at that level. So right, regular block resistance 104.50. Above that we get pretty loopy right up to 107, 108. Looking at NTS on the 4 hour. Right, like I said in the video, like we've got a slingshot squeeze getting ready to happen. We've got a pullback to point of control. We got a VWAP right above us. We're trying to get our moving averages stacked again. That's what that squeeze is going to do. It's going to release it and thrust us back through these moving averages. Above 106 is the safe play for a move to 108. Above 108, which is the 200 SMA, look for a pullback bounce continuation on. Okay, so one of these type of moves here. That's what I'm kind of looking to have happen on. Just do this. Arrow. No, no. And all right, I'm digging that. So look for that 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave move on the 4 hour for NTES. Okay. Some other ones that I had on the watch list were Amazon. I think Amazon's important to go over because it's got some pretty decent bullish divergence, right? And I'm really trying not to go too much into the video that I did because I'm really trying to look for some new plays. I feel like, yes, we have a lot of bullish divergence setting up, but what we've also got is some pretty heavily weighted stocks that are not super bullish. Amazon, right? It did pull back, right? It bounced right off the 200, bounced right off the 50, so it's got long-term or upper time frame support. It moves about $105 a day. It rallied back up, touched the 21. So I'm a little concerned that this is a pullback, rally to the 21 for a larger sell-off. The only thing that I'm kind of super bullish on is that this is what's called a tweezer bottom pattern right here. I can't really zoom in on it too much. But what happens is when two candlesticks form, and right, your tweezer bottom is when they both close at the exact same level. That's a super bullish. Come on. Come on, dude. Lame. That's pretty bullish, right? You've got these two candlesticks that have closed right at, right? Wick there, wick there. Okay. I'm a little also concerned that this might be the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So I wanna look at Amazon both ways. Okay, so if it breaks to 200, so if Amazon breaks 34.33, we get a quick flush down to 33.61, and then 33.50 is psychological support. Below 33.50, then I think we start taking out some of these previous lows. Right, we've got a low over here at 31.70, we'll just call it 31.75. We've got a low here at 32.73, so $100. Its ATR is $105, right? It's you know, a low a low at 31.76, right? Rally, pull back, another low at 31.73 or 32.73. Okay, so this is probably 32.73. Where's 33.73? 33.73. It's right in here. So Amazon to the downside if it breaks this level. All right, if it breaks, come on, give me the two. Amazon breaks the 50, it's going to come and back test to 200. If it breaks the 200 SMA, right, it's going to get pretty ugly at this level here. Right. So that's Amazon to the downside. Contrarian, if Amazon does decide to rip, right, and then it would be this kind of a move. 1, 2, 3. All right. So there's Amazon two ways. I think it was kind of important to show everybody kind of what's going on with Amazon. I don't like the loopy, right, the little slopey H-shaped pattern here. We are coming out of a slingshot squeeze. We're double yellow, which means we're below our moving averages. We got a ready and fire downward signal. It really is just, it's going to be super important that we pay attention to what's going on with Amazon this week, okay? This is setting up for a bearish move. Pull back to support, rally up to the 50% retracement for a large move down, or we find that we use that level as support or as resistance, and we get an upside target. So this would be a rally, pull back to the 382 for a longer move to the upside. Regardless, 3607 is your upside target, and 3170 or 3200 is a downside target. That's Amazon. All right, off of a demand zone. It's got an easy breakthrough of VWAP, easy breakthrough of the 50-day, easy breakthrough of Ichimoku Cloud, right? This is a 200 SMA up here at point of control. That's why I'm not like, yay, really on Amazon. So just keep an eye on it. All right, let's get the requests taken care of. So I'm going to do these 4 at a time. Anthony, you want to look at Zoom, Qualcomm, HD, Baba, CCL, and Nike. I agree. I like Zoom for this week. Qualcomm, Home Depot, Baba. Let's get those requests in right now. Okay. Zoom I already did a markup on, so let me just explain to you how this works. My neck hurts. All right, the algo's been net buying since the 2nd, right? Nice big chunky moves. Currently, price action is trading with all of this previous divergence has played out. This yellow line that you see right here, this is the divergence that we're trading. It's only about 1 day, so it may take a couple more days to fully kick in. But if Zoom can maintain its support level at 186.91, right? There's a dark pool level there. I'm not sure what Zoom closed at. Let's see, Zoom. All right, Zoom closed at 185.15. So right below that dark pool level. Okay, and this dark pool came in Thursday, right before the close. If this is a full of buy orders, which it could very well be, then I think that price action can continue up. I'm looking to take out previous highs on the way back up as far as Zoom is concerned. So I'd be a player for a rally to the 30 or the 21 EMA, which is also a previous low. So we're looking at the $200 level on Zoom, right here. Target that 198, and then next stop would be the 34, which is right at 2010. Let's see, this is the 34 here, right at that 209 level, and then finally previous high way up here at 236. As far as Fibonacci is concerned, let's go from the previous pop to this drop. Okay, that's not the ticket. Let's go from this one. All right, so rally up to the 21, either longer term move to the downside, looking for the slingshot squeeze to release, double red on the bottom. These are very bearish positions, so we're really depending on that that divergence to quickly begin. Okay. I wanted to do a video on this the other day, like I'm bullish. I'm very bullish by nature. How do I look at a downside move if I'm used to looking at things going upwards? What I do is in TradingView, you can invert the scale. So now this looks like a very bullish position, right? If I start making drawings and numbers and markings up here and, doing a fib extension from here, then I can definitely look at a downside target. So what I would do is I'd grab my Fibonacci extension tool, and then I would go from low to high, back down to low of the current run. So this is the current trend. So I would go from this low to this high, back down to this low, right? That gives me a 50% or 618 retracement, which it nailed perfectly. Trying to somehow make this bigger. All right, so rally from here up, pull back to the 618 for continuation move to the upside. So if I'm targeting, it's an upside move, but it's really a downside move. Just bear with me for a second, okay? So if we're moving in this general trend, looking for this slingshot squeeze to release, if we're moving with the 13 EMA on this type of a move, we're going to look for, all right, a previous high break, back test for support before we move up to, I like this 1414 level, okay? So that 150 level on Zoom, let's put our scale back the way it was normally supposed to be. So this is a downtrending stock, really depending upon, divergence, and there's no squeeze happening. This is the 4-hour chart. So I may look at an initial downside move on Zoom on the break of 175. If Zoom breaks previous low, then I think we come back down and test 158, right? We may do a quick back test of it, and then potential larger move down to 150, okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about here, okay? All right, so Zoom's at as a major level of support. See this big giant cloud that it's in right now? All right, this cloud is the monthly Keltner channel. So if it, like I said, if it breaks previous lows and this 4-hour Keltner channel doesn't hold it up at 181, I think we come back down and test the 150 area, the bottom of this monthly. Okay. Let's look at the divergence again. I mean, the divergence is pretty good, but keep in mind it's only a couple days old. So I gave you Zoom both ways. Just gonna have to be a little nimble with this stuff this week, okay, guys and girls, gals, people, people. There's a better look at that Zoom. See the divergence here to here. This is new. Like this is downtrending. That's uptrending. Otherwise, it's trading with price action. Okay. All right. More requests. Qualcomm. Yes, I like Qualcomm. I made some pretty decent money off of it. However, we don't have a lot of divergence that's going to help us out. We do have some block trades that are going to come into play. All right. So we have got... Just checking the dates on these. All right, so we had a dark pool. We had a dark pool print an hour after the close at this level here. Looks like we had another dark pool print at this level here. I think that these are both supportant because if you see, it's held price previously in the past. There's been some prints at those levels. I think that those are important. Okay. Before that, we have prints at 182, 26, and 63. And those came in on the 8th and the 9th respectively after the close. So it looks like they're printing they're printing these dark pools at the close, right? Here's the 8th, all right? We sold off after that one. And here's the 9th, we gapped up off of that one, right? So this is support below, like if we break these support levels and we try to come gap fill, we have a regular block trade downside target at 179.03. That could get kind of funky with things. And below that, we have got, all right, we've got these dark pool levels here. Looks like a bunch of potentially buy orders because of how much the stock rallied. So if we're selling off, double bottom, buy order, gap up, pullback, right? Possibly setting up for a little inverted head and shoulders. Algorithm's not helping us out. Algorithm's kind of consolidating in a downward, kind of bearish, a little bit. I wouldn't say it's completely bearish. I would say it's probably more consolidating, if anything, right? Give me the right tool, right? I'd say it's consolidating, if anything. Just keep an eye on it. We'd like it to bounce up and make its move back up, right? And really start trading with price action a little bit more. But I think Qualcomm, I like it if it can take out, right? It's got some previous highs over here that it really needs to get above. We'll see how it does. Looking at it on the chart. This is a daily chart. I mean, this is super bullish. Wow, look at that. So definitely different. See the difference between Qualcomm and Zoom? Right, one more time. Qualcomm. Right, double green, slingshot, mid to high compression squeeze, ready aim fire buy signal, mid thrust caution daily, right? But double green down here, 8, 21, 34, 34, 55, right? These are all moving averages being stacked. And then look at the Zoom. So yeah, Zoom has divergence, but I think Qualcomm has got definitely got some momentum. Earnings pop, rally, continuation, consolidating, pullback, held to 34, held to 21, quick little pop, trying to break those all-time highs again. This is a consolidating pattern. There's a pretty gnarly demand zone up there, right? All-time high at 188.72. Break that, it's going to launch. But I mean, this is a pretty bullish looking stock. Targets. You want to know some targets, don't you? All right, so I can give you Mammo targets, which are like long-term targets. So for that, I would, I'd catch this run. Probably need to come back a little bit more to be accurate. Just let's see if that blew out the one. Yeah, all right. Let's do this. Let's go from the high to the low. All right, Qualcomm, I got a target on, let's see. I gotta look at a different chart to get a target. Daily's a little rough there. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm just looking at some things. All right, so look at that gorgeous rally. So we rallied up, pulled back, rejected the 50% retracement. It's making higher highs and higher lows, so it's definitely uptrending, right? There's a nice little channel forming. Let's look at a real chart. All right, pullback, support. If Qualcomm can break 184.43, I think it tests 185.20. Let's just call it 185.50. So Qualcomm to 185.50. It's going to fight in this cloud for a little bit, but if it can rally up and back test it, then I think it can go take out new highs. Yeah, I'm bullish on Qualcomm. That was a pretty good find. Got it from a squeeze perspective. All right, so this is a 15-minute Ichimoku cloud. There's a bull flag forming. Pretty easy to see. What? Come on. All right, so we got a bull flag. Yeah, that's not a bull flag because I'd have to go way back here. All right, we got a wedge breakout. Sorry about that. So like I said, yeah, Qualcomm, if it takes out this previous high over here at 184.50, I think it moves pretty nicely up to 185. I'll just call it 186. Above 186, take out new all-time highs. All right, moving on. Yeah, Qualcomm looks good. Home Depot. Let's see. Definitely making higher highs and higher lows, right? A little bit of a wedge. Trying to make that Wu-Tang pattern reversal. Algorithms starting to become more bullish. We've got a cluster of regular and block trades, so dark pull trades we got to get through. 415.70 is regular block trade support resistance. All right, that's this level here. We have dark pull overhead resistance at 416.18, and that printed. This is where that printed, right? So if it was some sell orders, immediately rallied up, pulled back, couldn't get above this dark pull level here. This is interesting. I think, all right, so this is why I am really interested in these dark pull levels. Check it out. Let me see if I can get the right color. Do you think somebody knew something? Look at the date of this print. On 12/10 at 3 minutes after the close, there was a dark pull order for $415.40, right? June 10th, right here. Not June 10th, dang it, dude, December 10th. Dude. But do you see what I'm saying? How many times has price action interacted with that level before, right? rejected there, right? Consolidated there, rejected here. So we pulled back, we rallied, rejected this level on the 9th at the close, right? Immediately pulled back at the open, back down to support, right? We had a dark pool level come in on the 10th at the open right here, right? So we rallied off of this dark pool level into the close. There's an order sitting here that's going to be filled at the open. It's either going to rally up or it's going to pull back. Okay. We have got what do we got here? Definitely nice strong uptrend into do you see what I see? It's that Wu-Tang reversal. So we clear this level here, clear this top, and we get this kind of large explosive move on Home Depot, right? All right, on the chart, Home Depot daily. Okay, very bullish, very bullish chart. All right, so definitely uptrending. We're only trading at 1 ATR, so we're only 1 average true range above the 21 EMA. So we're just trading 1 degree above what we normally do, right? So, I mean, this is pretty dang bullish. Target levels for Home Depot. Let's see. We rallied up, we pulled back to the 618. We broke previous high. We were bull flagging here on the daily. All right, we have a bull flag on the daily. It's a pretty decent one. We need to take out some previous highs to get long. All right, we take out, I need to change this color to something that's not so scary. Okay, so on Home Depot, if we take out 416.50, I think we get a nice move to 416.50 for a quick move to 420, right? There's another $4 move above 420, 428. So on Qualcomm, we break 416.30, we hit 420. Above 420 is 428. If this bear flag or this bull flag decides to break to the downside, we've got previous support at 405, right? We're gonna have to extend. Seriously. One sec, let me just do this. Okay. Dude, that magnet is so damn strong. All right, so we pull back, Tesla 21 EMA. All right, look at Home Depot. Off of the 21, rally, 21 holds. Rally, if it comes back to the 21 and it holds, then we go make new all-time highs. Home Depot, I'm super bullish on it this week. Bull flag. High compression, mid compression squeeze, double green, ready aim fire, buy signal. Like, it's super bullish. I'm giving you all the positives here. Stack positive moving averages, 821, 34, 50. We're above VWAP. We're above point of control. We're out of the 4-hour cloud. Like, this bull flag is pretty gnarly. Oh, this will be going to... Hold on. I got one more chart I want to show y'all. Dude, seriously, stop being a piece of... For real, though. Just a second. Just a second. All right, this is my new favorite chart setup. Okay, let's look at Home Depot. Let's pick a play for Home Depot. Somebody just needs to tell me that. All right, so what do we got here? We got 4-minute, 5-minute squeeze that should fire off. We got a 62-hour and 4-hour squeeze that should fire off to the upside. Green 10x bars across the board, trading at 1 ATR, right, which is pretty bullish. Positive 80x. What's the oh, I don't have it on here. Marker maker expected move of about $5. Positive VWAX. Stack positive moving averages within 3% of a 52-week high, within 95% of our 60-day channel. Rally, pullback, the 34 held, the 21 held, the 8 held. I don't necessarily like these red Squeeze Pro, early Squeeze Pro bars, whatever they're called. I also don't like that Thinkorswim on Max are so dang laggy. It's a bad thing. Okay. Oh, what happened? So we may get an initial pullback. That would form a little cup and handle. Pullback to support, but we're definitely in a bull flag. As far as options go on the Home Depot, let's check those out, shall we? Let's look at options for the Home Depot. One second, and I will get it taken care of. All right, give me 1 second. All right, Home Depot options this week. What was my target? What target did I give Home Depot? $420, $428. Moves $10 a day. 420, 425, 30. Those 430s look pretty good. Tell you what, let's look at a 420, 425 vertical, and you can probably get that for about 80 cents. Yeah, I like that one. So there's two options you can do. You could do the 420, 425 vertical for $1.24. Your maximum profit is $5 minus the price you pay for the option. So $3.75 max profit. You want about 80% of that. So 375 times 2 is 8 minus about $3, right? So buy it for $1.24, sell it for $3, right? $1.75 profit. Pretty easy move there. Home Depot's super bullish. You can always just buy. You can just straight up buy the option too. That's 425s for $1. The 420 is it's a little bit out of most people's price range. I try to find options within $1. These 430s, if you want to play a scalp, got a bunch of open interest. Not a lot of volume, right? So these are multiple contract holders. So 300 people own 400 or 4 contracts a piece, right? At this 430 level. I'm super bullish on Costco going into this week. Okay. Get your requests into me now, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. The trade-off for me doing a live stream right now was that I had to switch laundry. I mean, I'll do that all day. So I like HD going into this week. Let's check out Baba real quick. Baba. All right, Baba. Let's see. V-shape recovery, is it? Possibly. Very possibly. All right, let's check this out. All right, so the algo is consolidating. It's trying to make higher highs and higher lows, right? Price action is pretty much quadruple bottomed right there. We have a white line. All right, we got white line support right there. It's pretty big. All right, so coming off a white line support, we have a regular block trade target at 128.55 right here. We've got regular block downside here. Right, these two blocks came in on the 6th at the bell, right, which is here. They never got filled, right? You guys see that? Does everybody see that? There's two blocks sitting down here that didn't get filled. So these came in at 934 and 935, right? We gapped up, so there's no, like, they didn't get filled, or maybe they did. Well, no, they didn't, because they came in after the open. So there's two blocks just sitting down here with like orders, right? Are they buy orders or are they sell orders? They're sitting down here just waiting for something to happen. Okay, I think it's kind of important to understand the time that these things come in. 8:10. All right, so all of these other regular dark pool blocks have pretty much been eaten up. All right, there's one that came in here. We have one there. We've got quite a few. All right, we'll just use those as resistance. All right, so it's got a little bit of a fight to it. So 125, 126 resistance on the way up. If it breaks 126, it's going to go up and attack that other regular block that's just sitting up there waiting. That's up here, right? As far as price, as far as price action goes, right, we got to take out this level before we go up and take out this level, right? We're trying to break out, so trying to make a move on up. Really interested to see if the algo can get up and out of this little channel that it's in. Remember that we've got some blocks down here that are kind of waiting on us as far as BABA price or chart wise goes. All right, let's look at the daily. I mean, it's not as bearish. Could this be a recovery, V-shaped recovery, bull flag, rally? It could be. It's trading at -2 ATR, below the 200. I don't even know where the 50 is on this thing anymore. All right, sorry. So we're below the 50, below the 200. Got about an $8.50 ATR. A little bit of a bull flag forming here. All right. Got a bull flag forming there. Fibonacci levels. Right. A rally on Fib to the 50% retracement is positive 1 ATR, but it's also standard deviation mean. So this 142.66 is a pretty significant target. We've got this doji over here, which indicates that there's a supply zone up there. Right, we've got a supply zone that runs up here. So bull flag, supply zone, slingshot squeeze getting ready to release on the daily. We got a magnet, the 21 EMA magnet, and standard deviation magnet at 142. So, BABA, we need to break. Just a second, let me see what we got going on here. All right, slingshot squeeze, double red. That's a little concerning. Radiant fire is getting ready to send a fire signal. We rallied up, right? Rejected this 21 EMA. Are these fire lines? Oh, did I draw that rectangle there? I don't know. Can't remember. So got a slingshot squeeze that's going into nothing. Consolidation. Oh. So BABA above let's just be safe. BABA above 130 checks out 140 again. Ultimate move would be up to about 142, 145, right? 140, 145 vertical on BABA sounds decent. If it rejects and comes down and takes out 119.45, we check previous low at 108, and then we really reevaluate the downside target, right? Downside target on BABA would be 93 and then 85. All right, so we've got BABA to the upside and the downside. As far as options contracts go for BABA, Home Depot looks good. Lads, don't let me forget to trade Home Depot. What do we got going on here? 60-minute, 2-hour, 4-hour squeeze. The 60 should fire off positive. Might create a daisy chain effect. This mid time frame from 10 minutes to 30 minutes could fire, making these yellows turn green, making those reds turn yellow. Could be a potential reversal. I don't have... One second. Did it save it? Didn't. Yeah, there we go. So we got a reversal signal here. This gives us a sign that rallies us back to the 21 EMA, which I think it printed on my chart. I don't know how I feel about that being on my chart like that. Yeah, so we've got a reversal signal. So move to 135 is in the cards, right? 135, 140. 2-hour chart, bull flag above the 34, so above 125.76. We move up to the 50 EMA at 130. Above 130, we have the 200 SA move up at 150, right? Like I said, we may be a little early on BABA, but definitely there's an opportunity. Oh, those 130s are those are reasonably, dude, those are really well priced. So this week's 130s on BABA. If you want to get into an even cheaper one, 130. Did they move to penny? Never mind. Forget that. My bad. Those are only dollar increments. 130, 131, 132 are all very reasonably priced. The 130, 135, 140 vertical, or excuse me, butterfly looks like it's a pretty decent play. I'm liking these 140s for 30 cents for a lotto. There's 10,000 open interest, 1,000 or 1,400 volumes. That means that each one of these contracts have been bought 4 or 5 times per person. So that's a pretty decent play right there. Those BABA 140s for a lotto. Okay, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Don't get stuck. I wish I was taking notes. BABA 140 lotto, 130 short term. I don't remember it, and then I need to do Home Depot. Look again, and finally Qualcomm bullish continuation. All right, next one. Anthony coming with the fire this week. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. CCL. CCL took a bunch of my lunch money a couple years ago, and ever since then, I haven't been super friendly towards CCL. But I think it might be ready to give me my lunch money back. The big bully. Okay. Carnival Cruise Lines. All of the travel stocks had a great week in the last couple weeks, right? Ever since the 3rd. All right, nice gap up, rally, gap up, pullback, consolidation. That's BABA. That's BABA. All right. Look at the amount of regular and block trades on this stock, right? 1, 2, 3, Wu-Tang reversal, consolidation, gap up, pullback, inverse head and shoulders forming on Carnival Cruise Lines. Algo is making higher highs and higher lows. It is trading with price action. It's not like that we have any bullish divergence to speak of on CCL. Just know that smart money is trading with price action. We've got regular and dark pool clusters. When this happens, I just like to cluster the resistance as a zone. Maybe if I grab the right tool. I like to cluster this resistance as a zone. So we have a zone, we have a, come on. We have got a regular block trade supply zone up here. We've got a regular block trade demand zone. Basically here. I know it's really hard to see. It'll make sense in a moment, I promise you, okay? I'm gonna show you my little tricks. Little tricks of the trade. We got white line levels. That's your support and resistance, right? And then we've got a level here. And then as far as regular block or dark pool trades are concerned, there's a dark pool cluster. There, I knew there's one more white line. Dang it. Okay. All right, so this will all make sense. Just bear with me a couple more minutes. I'll show you what I'm doing here. We've got uptrend. Oh, come on, get the right tool. Uptrending support. All right, so rally, pullback, rally, inverse head and shoulders, gap up, consolidation, gap up, forming another inverse head and shoulders. Watch this. Okay, so we have a demand zone below us that's full of dark pool block trades, right? We have regular and dark pool block trades all the way down here at 1886, right? Previous highs, right? We rallied up, we consolidated on top of it, okay? Kept bouncing into this demand zone. We finally broke the demand zone, immediately smacked into a previous demand zone that is now a supply zone, right? We sold off a bunch of shares and we've been stair-stepping our way back, right? We consolidated previous highs, dipped into our reserve, bought a whole bunch, you know, loaded up on demand. Now we're making our move back up to release those at supply. So CCL, if we can get above, right, this previous high, we get above there and here, right? I should have used two different colors for that. Dang it. There we go, we'll use those. I gotta reset my widget, the width of these lines so everybody can see what's going on. CCL breaks out, right, above where it's at now. Use that level, it gaps up, it comes back and tests it as support. We go up, we retest previous highs, and then we start, right, previous resistance. We fill up the demand zone, right, and we dump off all of our shares at the supply zone, make this a new demand zone, and continue to move up to the upside. We've got nice, strong uptrend, like there's some good uptrending upward channel support. As far as the algorithms, or excuse me, as far as price action is concerned, slingshot squeeze, the histogram's getting ready to turn over. There's no real ready and fire signals. Little tweezer bottom here. This is bullish. Little double bottom, tweezer bottom. Rally up. Bull flag forming right at the 21-day EMA. So we're just resting right at the mean. But with this bull flag, we may potentially fire long. Thrust us up to the 50-day SMA up here at 2193. Above that, we have a VWAP at 23. On our move, on our way up to 25, which is a 200 SMA, which I believe we're going to reject again. As far as Fibonacci levels go, we go from the high to the low. Get the right tool. We go from high to low, right? That 618 lines up with the previous low, so that's our supply zone up here that we're trying to get to. Also, right, coordinates right on this 50-day SMA, right there, right? See the move? Why do I have, oh, that just looks funky. All right, the mean, which is where CCL wants to be trading, is this 2346. So bull flag break, right? Rally to the 50, back test, rally up to the 618, make a decision. If we break through this and back test it, then we can see a continuation move to the upside. So it'd be like one of these kind of moves, possibly. Something like something like that, right? Contrarian, that bull flag breaks to the downside. Well, let's just check it out, shall we? Pullback, trying to get our moving averages stacked. Bull flag. We've got slingshot squeeze that's going to release to the upside. Double yellow, that means that it's choppy. Ready aim fires a little bit, beginning to get a little oversold. Really looking for that bull flag to break out. Any positive news into cruise lines, and I think that we might actually be able to get that. On the 4-hour chart or 2-hour chart, a little bit of concern. We've got that 200 SMA right at 2050, but we are at point of control, right at VWAP, point of control. As far as CCL is concerned, I don't like all this red, right? This is heaviness, and I don't know if we're going to get enough to really be able to get up there. We are trading at the mean, right? So based on red and yellow 10x bars, mixed emotion for squeezes, we may get these lower time frame squeezes. Might be enough juice if we get any positive news coming out this week, right, to get us to fire these 15, 20, the 60-minute squeeze may fire off, which might get us a little bit of bullish momentum. But we're trading right at the 50 SMA on the 2-hour chart with that 200 SMA at 21. So bull flag breakout, rally to 2150. Make some decisions there if we can get up and out of that supply zone. All right, let's look at the options chain on CCL. In this case, I want to find a delta. Gosh, I don't have delta on here. Dang it. Let's check this one then for delta. Delta 80s at $1.50. You might convince me to do these delta 90s or these delta 70s at 19. Could also do a domino zebra strategy. Buy 2 of the 70s, sell 1 of the 40s, but they don't have any 40s. Never mind. Yeah, I think it's based on open interest, right, on both sides of the fence, right, with more open interest, it's going to be tough. Gonna be tough. Let's see where CCL opens. Right, there's 40,000 contracts at 25. Right, 40,000 versus like max pain really is 25 or 20. So just be careful. I'm not seeing. Not seeing anything that's like making me go whoop-de-whoop. Give me 1 second here. Let me do this. 1 second. Let me do something here real quick. What? How is that not possible? All right, hold on 1 second here. Sorry, I'm gonna try to do something that got new woo in there. One second. there we go. Let's see. Oh, what did I just do? I wish there was a way that... Oh. Alright, so yeah, let's look at this again. So those 2250s are poop. Right? If I were gonna, I mean, I'd be looking at possibly... What did I say? Those 1850s? 19s... I mean, you could load the boat at the 17s or possibly the 19s. All right, that's it. All right, moving on. You guys saw enough on CCL, right? All right. The next one that we wanted to look at was Nike. And Nike has been consolidating. It's super choppy, 167, 172. You could run an iron condor $5 wide, 170, 175, 170, 165, and just make money on Nike. That's, I mean, unless it has some news coming out, that's pretty much what I would do, or what I may do. We have dark pool level, 170, 129. Right, that's this level here. We also have a dark pool level running at dark pool level running there. Oh, I guess I might have to do this. All right, and then we've got another dark pool at 168.10. Right there. So we've got, so we're stair stepping our way down off of dark pool support. These regular block trades are going to act as magnets on the way back up. We've got regular block trade. So 12, 6, 10 o'clock. All right. So we have this block trade here. This is important. No, that's probably 10 o'clock. So we've got a regular block trade there. Got a regular block trade here. That just got gobbled up, right? And then we've got a regular block trade here. So as far as price is concerned, let's just do this. Let's look at, what's the algo doing? The algo is consolidating, right? This is a oh my gosh, give me the right tool. All right, we have a consolidating algorithm that's looking to make a move to the upside. We've got price action that is just a massive wedge. And just a massive... All right, higher low, rally, higher low, possible rally back up to the upside. If it breaks 170 or 169.25, 170.25, 171.25 to the upside, to the downside, we've got 169.25 break, 168.90, fall down to 168.10. If that happens, then we look at taking out previous lows down here, which I have a feeling that we'll just bounce right off of. Nike on the charts. All right, so Nike on the daily, rally, pullback, consolidation, right at standard deviation, right at a lower demand zone. We've got point of control all the way down here at 157.63, High compression squeezes, run into earnings. I like this. Bullish momentum, run into earnings. What the hell, dude? Okay. Nike's been range bound, possible run into earnings, $4 ATR. Like I said, you could run that 170, 175 vertical and make an iron condor. I'll keep an eye out for earnings. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Nike, what was I doing? No, let's go look at a fib level. All right. Rally pullback. So what they're running with Nike, with Nike having earnings coming up this week, or next week, this is the run into earnings. We're trading. We're just trading at a range right now. Sorry, I'm gonna check something out here. Second or third pair from the front. Okay. Nike trading at a range. Kind of got a little bit of a bull flag going on here. Can you guys hear me? All right. A little bit of a bull flag here, but it's more of just, this is really just range bound. Right. I don't know if we're even going to get. All right. So Nike's just range bound, $4 ATR. We break the 50% retracement. I think we get stuffed at 174.50. Above that, we got to take out, this overhead resistance. So there's a move from the mean to 1 ATR. One second. Okay. Okay. Dude, struggles. All right, there's a possibility that we trade from point of control up to the 60, which is at 174. That's a $5 move. You can make money on a $5 move. From 174, we come back down to 170. Then from 170, we may come back down and test 167. Right? Looks at 171, 172 seems to be the pretty standard for Nike. If these squeezes release, that's when you can get that greater than expected move. Currently, chop fest, ready and fired to the downside. Slingshot squeeze, really trying to make, right, really trying to get through. Right, trying to get curled around and released to the upside. Let's look at, all right, so that 15, 20, 30, 60, 2-hour squeeze. with the 2060 firing off to the upside, might create a 2-hour squeeze to the long, pushing these 4-hour and dailies to turn yellow, and those which fire to the upside. I like the green 10x bars at the top end, positive ADX, positive VWAP, stack positive moving averages. These are reversal signals to the mean, but it's already at the mean. So, like, we're currently just trading right where we need to be. I don't like the yellow and red downside 10x signals. So, do we get a quick flush? Right? Do we get a quick flush down to the 200 SMA, right? At 160, that'd probably be rising. So let's look at 166.10 or 167.10. If that push happens to the downside, we're starting to form a longer term. Let me show you this. So this 200, the blue dots and the red dots, the 50 SMA, 200 SMA, they're starting to squeeze together. So we're getting a moving average squeeze, as well as a very cyclical stock, right? It ebbs and flows pretty consistently. Red 10x bars aren't the best, but we could get a quick pop above 170, 170, 173. We saw that daily squeeze was happening, right? So we can get that to release to the upside, right? Green 10x bars pretty much, you know, daily 2-day. So high compression squeeze, right? We're currently below the 21 EMA on the daily. Doesn't necessarily mean we'll fire to the downside, but Nike comes out with some news. I think we can get pretty woody on Nike as far as options go. The downside's only got, you know, about 7,000 open interest. The upside, look at that. Like that 175, 180, 185 butterfly is on fire, right? Looks like some people are doing the 170, 175, 180. The 165, 170, 175, that's 5,000. Yep, that makes sense. So there's flies all over the place on this. I personally like the 170s or these 175s for a lotto. But here's what you could do. We know Nike's going to move a little bit, right? You could load these 185s, take them from 15 to 25, right? I might even look at loading these 190s. Excuse me, these 185s. Shit, dude, I'm going to load these 180s, go from 185, or so that it goes from 170, 175, make 5 cents on them. I think we're going to be good. I like Nike long. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then I've got to go. And the one that I'm going to pick is going to be based on hold on one second. Okay. All right. Maybe, sorry, I'm going to run through these real quick. Let's look at Abivai, UNH, Roblox, and CRM. United Healthcare is just a banger, dude. CRM is consolidating, a little bit of bullish divergence. Could pull it up and out of it. Roblox, right? Very, very structured stock. Very, very dark or regular hedge fund or smart money driven. Let's see how they stair step it down at each block level with no dark pools coming in. So this is all retail, regular block trades coming in. I like Roblox if it can break its overhead resistance. So Roblox above 118, let's just say above this supply zone that it's in, up to 125. Keep in mind this could be a head and shoulders forming here on it. Let's look at UNH a little deeper, shall we? Did that not change? I was going to say, I haven't looked at Abivi in a long time. Ooh. Abivi or UNH? I mean, you do trade, like, why didn't we look at Abivi, you know, last week when these squeezes were getting ready to release to the upside? That was the move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Abivi might pull back to 121, 118. Dividend day coming up. Just made an all-time high. Bullshit. Oh, all right, let's look at UNH. A little sad that I missed Abivi. A little sad that I missed the Abivi. So this is that slingshot squeeze releasing that I'm talking about. Jeez, these are just pure momentum stocks at this point. All right, so why did you retract your message? Were you giving me a hard time? Let's see. You know what? These are just momentum plays. Like if you want to play the momentum, it's a little. I have to be careful with how I present this. So, United Healthcare, nice strong rally, hit my 1414 favorite extension. I'm going to look for a pullback to possibly, you know, let's do a pullback from low to high, back down to low. All right, pull back to 466, possibly. All right, just back testing for the next leg up. That's UNH, Abivi. I mean, these are, I think I might have missed the move on this one. The same kind of deal, right? Let's look at these throughout the week. I think there's a downside play back to support for a larger move to the upside, right? The squeezes have all fired off, launched right off of the support. I mean, this would have been a great play last week. I missed it. My bad. All right, I do got to run. Thanks for joining me on this impromptu stream. I'm going to try to start doing these every week, just to give you all an opportunity to get just some real quick requests in before Sunday or before Monday. And it's not just, hey, this is what I picked for you. You guys can actually interact with me and let me pick some or get my perspective on some of your stocks. Thanks for joining me. I'm Darkwell Algo. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, go ahead and turn on notifications so that you're notified anytime I do one of these again, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And we will see you all. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, as we stream, getting prepped for the morning. It'll be different than it is now because we're